there was times where things were very, very dark, very almost desperate, but I've always held on to my faith, and I just trudged forward. And and I feel like that within itself is a lot of motivation. And I just want to say that whatever your calling is, if you actually don't give up, if you actually don't give in, then things will be prosperous. But yeah, more specifically, back to just the podcast in general, is I plan on having a bunch of thought leaders and guests within those realms of the three R's: real estate, restaurants, and retail. To tell a story and to ask them to speak to individuals that want to do what they're doing. The biggest thing that I can say that what I'm doing right now, I think just start. Like even with just marketing, if you want to build a digital empire or even a personal brand, I think it's just starting. I think the biggest things when we have a desire in our heart that Satan just tries to come and to delay us with all kind of thoughts and fear that aren't actually realistic or even by any means tangible. And I think just start. There's so many people, and I don't know if it was Denzel during a commencement speech or another motivational speaker. I forgot his name, but he said the where the most dreams resides are in a graveyard. There's so many dreams. There's so many plans. There's so much of so much that didn't happen because people didn't act on them. But I do know Denzel said this in a commencement speech, and it's not verbatim, but he talked about being on your deathbed and having those ghosts of not doing what you wanted to do haunt you. Not literally, but just thinking about every single thing that you wanted to do, but you played it safe. Not being able to not say that at the end of the role. And I think that's one of the things that I'm challenged with every single day, because most times that I get an idea from God, the bank account just doesn't match. It doesn't match at all. And I have to remember that if it's a desire and plans by him, then it'll be afforded by him, which is what keeps me alive. I definitely have some great people in my life, and I'm just blessed. And I look forward to meeting so many individuals. I look forward to being a better host. I look forward to just being a better speaker and communicator in so many different means. Learning more about technology, about lighting, about cinematography, about just content creation in general, because I don't know it all, but I'm a student of the game. I'm trying to break this thing down to a science where I get so good at it that individuals come and ask me how I got so good at it, and I'm able to give all glory to God. Again, this podcast it's not about drama. It's not about current events, because one thing I found out about some of those podcasts or those blog sites is that a lot of it is fear mongering. It's not actually substance, and I don't want to ever put a perception in anyone's mind that they are hopeless. I want to give hope in everything that I do, motivation in everything I do, and then education on how to actually apply it and in tangible ways to receive monetary gain, not for vainglory, but to just take care of priorities. And I'm just blessed. I'm blessed with it all. I'm blessed with every facet of my being in this moment. From community groups that individuals are far more intelligent than I am, to individuals that make a lot more money than I do. I just sit and think at times that I'm just so blessed, and I'm able to document this journey and to have guests, like I said, and just to learn from them and really dig into certain conversations. And my plan is to use this as a magnet into some of the other things that I have coming, such as releasing a book, creating a community, a content community in the upcoming year, building portfolio and rapport with individuals. Again, I'm just blessed. I'm just super blessed, because, again, being a little boy from Marion, it's intimidating. There's a lot of scapegoating. There's a lot of false perceptions. There's there's a lot of paradigms that are not correct, and there's certain things that can almost be confirmational bias to turn someone into the product of their environment. And seeing the greats, I think it's always been challenging, wanting to do so much to impact, but not having maybe the necessary tools and education, but trying to figure it out and getting to a place of stability again by God's grace to know the things, know how these systems operate, such as social media. And it has been inspiring that people come and ask me, because being a business owner as well, I feel like the most important thing to know as a business owner is, well, two things. Jesus said it like this: the chief or the greatest of them all will be the greatest servant and a slave to all. And that means that we're resolution and solution oriented. And I think the other bigger component to that for being a business owner is that you are a problem solver, a critical thinker, that you're only filling in the blanks for someone that may not know, and helping them at a pace and a space that causes about growth. So just understanding that I'm accounted for. I have I have individuals that come to me and count on me, that then I have to be accountable for the work that I do and the professionalism that I distribute. I think it's big, and understanding that it causes about a weight of pressure that allows you to really just take responsibility in a way that you understand that you are making an impact, maybe small, but you're making an impact on individual's livelihood, and ultimately the growing of their family, to be personally honest.